Kitkats can read. Hello everybody, it's that time again. Welcome to a new video. My name is Katie and I'm bringing you my World of Kitkats TBR. If this is the first time that you are seeing this video, I do have a playlist of all my other World of Kitkats TBRs I've done, but I will briefly go over the board anyway because I have made some changes and updates to the actual colour cats. Basically, World of Kitkats is a TBR board game that I have created myself. I sat one evening, I created it, I'm really happy with it, considering I'm not very artistic at all. But basically you start off literally just off the board. So initially this cat here is number 1. You work your way around like a little squiggle all the way around till you reach the top. When you reach the top you start back at the beginning again, and the idea is that you land on these colour counters. So each colour cat corresponds to a TBR game, and there are some treat yourselves around the board as well, and if you land on those, pretty much self-explanatory, you treat yourself or you can have it as a free choice, but I will go through all of the colour cats in a second. One thing that I would say is you can't have a colour cat more than 2 times. So if you do, let's say, land on an orange cat twice, that's okay, but if you land on it a 3rd time, you have to roll again and get another colour cat. That way you get to utilise all of the mini TBR games and it's kind of fair. So yeah, and the other rule that I have is that if you roll a double, you have to add on a roll prompt. So I've got my little bookish counter that I use. I created 2 dice is what I use to go around the board, and yeah, so now we'll go on to the actual prompts. So there are colour cats: red, pink, blue, purple, yellow, orange, green, black, grey and cream. Quite a lot, but I've got the list here, the new updated list. So if you land on a red cat, literally any TBR jar. If you've got 1 TBR jar, it's fine. I've got quite a few because I got some for my ebooks, review books, adult books, young adult books, so on and so forth. So any TBR jar. If you land on a pink, it's golden eggs. With this game I use my cats. Probably going to be Nutmeg because she's the one that's awake, and it's the first golden egg that she touches or bats. That is the egg with the prompt inside or book inside. For blue cat, it's the dice TBR game. Basically I've got prompts numbered 1 to 20. I roll the dice, the number that comes out on the dice is the prompt for that one. Then we've got purple cat, which is a bingo TBR game. I've coloured all of the white bingo balls and they correspond towards prompts. Really easy, to be honest, like romance, series, you name it. And yellow is a large gumball TBR. So I've got this large gumball machine, and inside there are some books, but there are mostly prompts. There are some marbles inside as well, and the little marbles that come out mean things too. And then we've got green cat, which is to read basically a different format. So it'd be an ebook, an audiobook, library book, review book, any of that sort of thing. Orange is for the card game, higher or lower. Basically you choose a book that you want to read, but you don't want to read so much, and you play a higher or lower game. If you lose a round, you have to read the book that you don't want to read. But if you win a round, you read the book that you want to read, but if you do happen to read the book that you don't want to read during the month, then you're allowed to read the book that you do want to read, if that makes sense. And then we've got here black cat, which is the TBR pot. Basically a little pot full of prompts. And grey is for a random generator. I've listed all my books. I've got several folders so I can choose any one, and I can just do a random or generator. Whatever one comes out is the book that I've got to read. Cream cat is for wrapped book. I've just recently wrapped up 5 more books, so I have to do a random generator number 1 to 5. The one that comes out is the book that I unwrap, and that's the book that goes on the TBR. And then finally, treat yourself, new book purchase or a free choice. So those are the prompts for the World of Kitkats TBR game. Nutmeg is ready to play. Here we are at the board. Let's roll for prompt number 1. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Treat yourself. What a good start. Okay, so number 1 came off to a good start with Treat Yourself, and with that I can either put like a new book purchase, I can purchase a book if I so wish, or I can just have a complete free choice. So for this one I have put Long Live the Scandal. This is by Benjamin Dean. This is my art copy. This book comes out in the month of July, and yeah, it's a royal reimagining full of scandalous secrets, rollercoaster romances and one hell of a mystery. And obviously I need to get this read anyway, but at the same time I feel like I'm going to really enjoy this one, and Benjamin Dean is going to be at Yalk, so yeah, perfect to get this read. Rolling for prompt number 2. 5, 1, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. Purple cat. Here we have my bingo game. Every colour ball corresponds to a prompt, so really it's just finding that ball to use. We got a yellow one, just to show here, yellow ball, and yellow ball goes towards, ooh, yellow ball is for a free choice. Nice. So a purple cat came out, which means the bingo game, and out of the bingo game it came out a yellow ball, and the yellow ball went to a free choice. So yet again, doing really well this month for July so far. So for this next free choice I put Places We've Never Been by Casey West. This is Casey West's new latest book release, not long come out, and when I acquired it, it was in the month of June, and I was like, I can't read it now, so yes, perfect opportunity to pick it up and read it in the month of July. I'm so excited. It's very road trippy. There's meant to be a romance with best friends, like, yeah, it says like friends to enemies to lovers, like, I'm all for this one. Rolling for prompt number 3. 5 and a 2, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. A cream cat. Here we have my newly, freshly done wrapped books bag. I know the books that are in here, but I don't know which one's which. That's how bad my memory is. So I've got my spinny up here, numbers 1 to 5. So let's spin till we get a book. Oh, that is just on the number 5 there. So we're going to unwrap number 5. Let's find it. Which way? This way, I think. Here's number 5. Alright. Here's number 5. Let's see the book. Let's come out of this one. So the book that's come out is Uglies by Scott Westerfeld. Could this finally be the time that I actually read this book that was on my first book haul? Hopefully. So the next prompt came towards a wrapped book, which is a cream cat. And as you would have seen, the book that was unwrapped was Uglies by Scott Westerfeld. This is a book that was on my first ever book haul. So I've owned it for that long. We're talking like 9 years. And yeah, I really do need to get this read. Like over 9 years now. Yeah, this is kind of like a dystopian series, and yeah, very old school. So yeah, I'm hoping that I really enjoy it. And yeah, fingers crossed I can finally get around to reading it. Rolling for prompt number 4. Oh no! It's a double 2 2s. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we've landed on a blue cat. Here is the dice TBR game that very kindly had in one of their actual book boxes, but I'll read out to you numbers 1 to 20 anyway. So we've got here number 1, Nearly Acquired, 2 is romance, 3 is a free choice, 4 is LGBTQ+, 5 is owned for a while, 6 is free choice, 7 is adult or a chick lit, 8 is young adult, 9 is free choice, 10 is graphic novel, 11 is contemporary, 12 is free choice, 13 is a series, 14 is a standalone, 15 is a free choice, 16 is a fantasy, 17 is a hyped, 18 is a free choice, 19 is a book that I'm excited about, and 20 is a book that I own the physical of. So yes, there's quite a few free choices in there. It just gives me a bit of sort of like easy ride basically to choose what I want, but obviously I can land on a prompt as well. So I've got the 20-sided dice here that came with the game, so let's roll. Let's see what it lands on. It lands on number 2, as you can just about see there, which is a romance. So Luna is excited. Romance book, Luna? Yeah. So next of all came out a Blue Cat, and with that it was the dice game, and as you would have seen, a romance came out. For this I've put my arc of Finding Jupiter by Kelly Sproul. This does actually come out in the month of June, but I literally just like wasn't able to put it on my TBR, and yeah, I'm really looking forward to reading it though, because it's like a black Romeo Juliet sort of thing, that's like up to date, and yeah, I really want to get this read. Kind of need to get it read too so I can review it and stuff, but yeah, I'm really liking the sound of this one. And also this roll was a double, so that meant adding an extra prompt. Okay, roll number 5. 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ooh. Our 5th roll brought us the Treat Yourself. So thank goodness the double kind of like, you know, made up for itself. But for this one I've put You've Reached Sam by Dustin Tao. So this is actually a book I haven't hauled yet, so you'll see this in a June book haul. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. I've been eyeing this up for ages, and yeah, now I've finally got my hands on it, because it was really hard to get hold of the hardcover, and they became crazy expensive, and then they brought out the paperback, and then it was a sign that my good friend Laura, if you're watching, Minx Laura 123, she was selling this on her eBay, and I had to snatch it up. So yes, I've got this as well as a couple of other books, but I just really want to read this book super badly, and I hope that I'm going to end up enjoying it in the month of July. Could this be the 6th and final prompt? 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Treat Yourself. So because I've already got 2 Treat Yourselves, I'm going to roll again to get a different prompt. 6, 7, 8, 9. 6 and a 3. There. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Red Cat is our final book. I have chosen a jar. It's my YA TBR jar. I'm just going to reshuffle all of my YA books. Alright, we have our YA TBR jar. We also have Luna as the mascot. She's going to help to choose the book. What do we think, Luna? Do we think the blue one? Should we go the blue one? I really hope it's something that I don't have to dig deep to get. The Boy Most Likely To. That is by Huntley Fitzpatrick. Now I choose a book from the YA TBR jar. Let's go with the green one. Right here. Saga Volume. Well, it says Saga Volume 1 by Brian K. Vaughan, but I've got other volumes, so it'll be the next volume in the Saga series. And then finally, we had a red cat because we landed on Treat Yourself for a 3rd time, so we couldn't have that, because the rule is that if you land on it more than 2 times, you roll again, because I want to be able to utilise all of my TBR games and stuff. I would love to always have a Treat Yourself, but it just feels like it wouldn't be fair. So that's like my rule. And so yeah, I picked my YA TBR jar, and in there it doesn't just have YA, it's mostly YA, but it does have children's books, it has graphic novels in there too, of like any of that. Yeah, it was just easy to put all my graphic novels in there, like whether they're adult, whether they're YA. So yeah, the YA jar is actually more like a mixture. So at first a book came out that unfortunately I can't get hold of because it's currently at Will's and I won't be able to get it for quite a bit. So I thought, well, as I'm possibly going to be moving in July, who knows, I picked another one out. And so this one I can access, and that is Saga. So what came out of the jar was actually Saga Volume 1, but since then I've read Saga Volume 1, 2 and 3, and so I took it as like for the next volume, and so that would be Saga Volume number 4. It is an adult graphic novel. Like I say, I put all of my graphic novels in there. It's a really quick read, and that's exactly what I need on my TBR, especially if I am moving. I am looking forward to continuing on with this graphic novel series. I have really been enjoying like all of the other volumes, and yeah, I would like to see where this one takes me. So that was the July World of Kitkats TBR game. I do have some other books to chat to you about, as I always do. I have the book club read, I have my grab machine, that's the top 10 books I'd like to read in 2022, and then I also have some library books, so I will go through those with you now. So first of all, the late night Bookworming book club book choice. All of the hosts kind of said as an agreement, why don't we continue on with a series, because our first book that we ever started the book club with was Shatter Me by Tara Murphy, and everyone was like, why don't we just continue the series and read like the next book in the series, and I thought that's a really good idea, and it gets us to continue series. So the next book that is in the series is Unravel Me by Tara Murphy, slightly bigger than Shatter Me, but yeah, I'm looking forward to continuing this one and discussing it with everybody. I will leave the Shatter Me live show link that we did down in the description below for you to check out. And yeah, please feel free to like follow us. We are on Twitter, and yeah, we each do the lives on all of the, like, it's a mixture of like the hosts' channels. So yes. And yeah, so this will be July's book, and the live show will be like halfway through August sometime. So yeah, it gives you like 6 weeks to like get hold of the book and to read it ready for the live show. So yeah, I'm looking forward to reading this one. This is the grab machine that contains all 10 of my top 10 books I'd like to read in 2022. I still have yet to read the book that I have chosen for the month of June, so I've popped it in here anyway, and yeah, let's just see what comes out. We have our book choice. Let's really hope that it is not the book that... What have we got? Alright, we have a second go at the Raven Boys for the month of July. This came out, I'm pretty sure, another month, and I didn't get around to reading it then. So yeah, fingers crossed the Raven Boys is one that I can read for the month of July. So as you would have seen with the grab machine, I had the Raven Boys by Maggie Stiefvater to come out. I had to really hunt to get this one because I've boxed most of my books up, and yeah, so this is like a second chance for this one because I have had it on a previous TBR and I didn't get around to reading it. I always seem to leave like my top books for the year like to last, and then I never get around to reading them, and then before long I'm picking a different book that's out of the grab machine. So I'm hoping this time around like maybe I will be in the mood to pick this up, and hopefully that I can. and yeah, I hope that I enjoy it because I just hear really, really good things about this series. There's still like 9 days left of the month of June, so like this could all change. I've got 3 library books I've taken out, and I could have 1 or 2 of them finished by then, so these are just like a current update on my library books as of filming this. So yeah, this one is Two Doors Away. This is by L. Spellman. This is a like chick lit romance. I'm probably going to pick this up very soon actually because I'm really looking forward to reading it. And yeah, super excited. But these don't go back until like the 13th of July. So yeah, I've got a good bit of time as well. Even if I didn't get around to reading this in June, I've got till like mid-July to give this a read. I've also got The Summer House by James Patterson. This is going to be like the next book that I read anyway in June, so it may be finished before July anyway. Yeah, James Patterson and Brendan Dubois. And yeah, 7 Murder Victims, 2 Versions of the Truth. And yeah, I'm reading this for the whatever-a-thon because I need a summer thriller, and this also has water on the cover, so this gets rid of those. And this is also a genre that I don't read so often, so yeah, it's killing quite a few genres off. And yeah, branching out and giving something to read. I have read books by James Patterson before, but they were like his romance ones, and I actually really enjoyed them. I read the 2. And yeah, they were really good. My nan really likes James Patterson as well. Like, she really adores his books. And yeah, I'm just looking forward to it. He's written so many books though, guys, like literally so many. But yeah, looking forward to this one. And then finally I've got here Dolly Parton and James Patterson's book, Run Rose Run. I've been really wanting to read this because I really like the sound of it, that she's a singer on the run, a star on the rise. When Laura read this, she said it was really good, and it just sounds really interesting, and it's brand new, and like I really want to read it, and it just sounds so good. And yeah, like I'm really looking forward to reading this. As you know, it's fairly brand new, and I'm just super excited. I think it came out this year as well, so yeah, 2022. So I really want to read this. So when my library had a copy, I was like, I must pick it up because yeah, it saves me buying it, and yeah, supporting my library. But yeah, I'm hoping if I don't get to read this in June, I'm hoping to read it in July. So there you have it, guys. That is the end of my TBR for the month of July. I know there were a lot of titles on there. There are 6 from my TBR game, and there's 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 if we include like the library books and the Grub Machine and all, and the book club book. But you know, I'm gonna mostly be mood reading from these, and I've had a lot of like treat your shelves I've put on there. So they're books that I've chosen to put on my TBR as well, so it makes it a lot easier. I've got like 2 review books, and I've literally got like 2 books that I've recently hauled that I really want to read. I've got a graphic novel, so that'll be easy peasy. And then yeah, I'm really excited. So I'm literally just going to be picking and choosing from these books, and yeah, like reading from them. Like even with June, like I had something really similar where I did have a treat your shelf and stuff, and I have just been like randomly picking books from my TBR. I am a mood reader, so I do find it difficult sometimes. There have been books that I have recently acquired where I've been like, oh, do I just start this now? But I've really kind of told myself like, no, unless you're slumping or something, but I'm not, because it gets me to like pick up my books that I don't normally pick up. And yeah, once upon a time I got those books and was excited about them, and yeah, now I get the chance to read them, and yeah, I think this is great. So yeah, like I said, they're all mostly newish books, but like Uglies by Scott Westerfeld, that's been on my TBR like forever. I've owned it since I first started BookTube. It was on my first ever book haul, so yeah, if I could finally get that read, it would be absolutely great. It would feel amazing. And yeah, the same with the Raven Boys. I've owned that for such a long time, so it'd be good to get that read and then continue in the series, which is one of my challenges and targets for me to do. and yeah, I've got some library books too. So yeah, I'm really excited about all these books. I'm really excited for my July TBR. Like I say, there's a lot on there, but I'm going to be picking and choosing mood reading from them. But yeah, I'm really excited. I hope you guys have enjoyed watching this video. If you've read any of these books that are mentioned in this video, let me know. Also let me know what you guys are reading for the month of July yourself, whether you've got a TBR game, whatever. Link your video down below, let's all watch it. Or like tweet me on Twitter, I'm literally at Kitkatscanread. All my own social media links you'll find down below, as well as everything that I've mentioned in videos that I will have linked down below too. But if you have enjoyed it, don't forget to give the video a thumbs up, leave me a comment down below. Any comments, I absolutely love responding to you guys' comments. It honestly makes my day. And if you're new to my channel, if you'd like to see more of my videos, I post videos like literally like kind of like all the time. I don't have a specific schedule, but if you like what you see, or if there's any videos you'd like to see me do, comment down below. Feel free to subscribe if you so wish. But yeah, that's it for me guys, so keep smiling, keep reading and be happy. And my name is Katie, and I will see all of you wonderful awesome people in my next video. Bye.